I'm sharing with you my must-know tips that I wish I knew before playing the game to help you, whether you've started the game already, haven't, or on the fence, or whether or not you want to try it. It will go from obvious tips to less obvious tips as you go through this video. The Garden Path is not only planting, nor is it a farm sim game. It's an in real-time exploration game with a slice of life fantasy feel to it. The game is meant to be played for a short period of time, 10 minutes, maybe max an hour, and to be revisited on a different day or later in the same day if you want to see change of scenery and see how your garden evolves through time. Thank you to Kaalin from Player2PR for gifting me a Steam key for my review. As you are free to explore the garden, besides the tutorial, everybody's experience will be quite different. So this guide slash tips is really to just show you things that you might have not seen or might not know, or just to see how my playthrough is different to yours. I don't want to spoil, so make sure you stop here if you want to go into the game first without knowing anything else, and you can come back to the rest of the video once you are ready. If you're on controller, you have to press your L stick but also B, and you'll walk a little bit faster, but just for a little bit. Just so you know, that's the fastest you can go for now. If you're like, how do I quit the game? This arrow at the end of your side menu is how you quit the game. If you have a task, if it's checked mark, you have to go back to the person and speak to them and select that objective so it can be completed. Just giving it to them does not necessarily mean it completes. So make sure you do that. And this is your task. The pen is a daily task. And if you want to open up, you click the start for me. But if you're playing on keyboard, it'll be something else for more details. Same for this symbol, it'll give you the tutorial. But I love the minimalistic menu because thanks to that, you can actually focus on what you're doing. There are differences between objectives that are based more on stars or on your journey, and objectives that are character given or given by the gardeners slash visitors of your garden, like the exclamation marks or the butterfly that turns into an exclamation mark is a visitor slash resident slash friend who's given you the objective, and the asterisk or star is general garden objectives. There's no rush to do anything. You go at your own pace, and that's part of the beauty of the garden path. It really permits you to do what you want and be present in what you are doing instead of rushing or feeling pressure to do X, Y, or Z. Garden gets addicting, okay? Even though it takes some getting used to how to play the game with its minimalistic feel and like buttons, it's still very chill. Like it's maybe a little bit like, what do I do in the beginning with the quality, like the quantity of things, but it gets better with time. Another thing with fishing, do try to fish at different locations, different time, to see you can get different types of fish and be patient. I like fishing this game, and I tend to not like fishing in games, so that's a surprise to me. I like the singing mechanic of it. So the fish, you can use certain fish to actually plant seeds, like magic. It's fish songs that you unlock when you catch the fish from singing. You can use it to trade, but you can also use it to plant. I love the tea cinematic. It's very pretty. Thing about this game, it's very beautiful and very chill. It's very calming. You can just walk around and you forget like your day to day. When you're this close, don't forget to just broaden your light analog stick and you can zoom out so you can see a bit more for when you're unsure where to go. Especially when you're stuck at a cliff, the zoom out feature does help sometimes. You see, there's not as far as you think to get down. As sometimes you're not looking at your map, where it also shows the signs, you'll see the bubbles appear, and the question mark is someone that you haven't talked to yet. Other tip, you can literally pin what you put, and you can have several pins of the same style. They'll come up in different colors, but just remember, hey, this symbol means this. I am gonna remove that one as well. If you make a mistake, you can remove them. Look at the mat. Those everything that is like squiggly lines that are horizontal like this is hills that you can't necessarily go past and walk through. You have to go past here, like in between. What I tend to do is follow the rivers down or the streams up and down because that tend to be okay. But sometimes there's still, as you can see here when you zoom in, you still see here there's hills, here there are hills. So you literally got to read the landscape. If not, you have to do a huge detour once you get there. But as you progress in the game, you start to learn how to read the map. This is a tip of extreme importance. If you want to change your facial expression, this is what it is. If you're wondering about garden residence in the game of how you unlock others, you have to go into the menu, into this apple, and select like the more information. It's stat or select on my controller. And you can go down and see what they need. And if you have one of the things you need, they have it in circles. Right. 5 young chestnuts, 5 young bee. I don't know how to pronounce that one. Big believer in potential. Thank you, Boyd. We need to see what happens when we say Sally. Maybe we can change our minds after. Let's go, Sally. Oh my gosh, David, they don't want to talk. Duh. I'm not saying you can't stay at all. It's my own I should have said yes, but we only have a few people we can have, it looks like. And they have a baby. I feel bad. Stay. So at least now you know. If you say no to them, they don't even give you any talks or any more information about them. It's like close off completely. So, and you don't know what to do. So don't make my mistake. I would say yes unless they were rude to you because they were super nice and they have a baby and I feel bad. So bad. Good news. If you said no to a resident the day before, wait the next day and you can talk to them again and they will ask you and you can say yes to them and then they become your resident. No worries. I did the faux pas, so you don't have to worry about it. Now it's time to unlock more residents to know if I have a maximum of residents. The tip is to check. Wait. Don't move another inch. So there's surprise travelers as well. And that's perfect because Jai interrupted me when I was exactly going to explain. Look at your map and visit whoever you see traveling in your garden because you never know when they'll pop up again. Another tip is to go to the community center, which is situated around here, the middle of the grid, above north to this lake. And you can see a little hint if you want to know who's passing tomorrow. Don't usually write these. Might accidentally be in garden tomorrow. Hopefully not. Buttercup. As you venture in a garden path, you'll meet different merchants and different ones sell different things. So I'm going to give you a list that tells you each one. This is Wele and Terracotta. They sell like furnitures and different items to decorate your garden. And they also switch up what they want to trade with. And you can see in the community center if they're on that day going to be there, they will say what they will be looking to buy. Cleaver is the one who will give you a haircut but also sells clothing. Worm is a compost guy and pops up when you start composting in your garden. Walk around enough Dustflies and Jai will appear. Jai will catch you by surprise and will also give you a jar to catch Dustflies in. That is also the merchant who gives you stargazing maps for the right trade, which he be looking for a fish. Augustus is for tools. Tom is for seeds and also gives you knowledge of things to do. Buttercup is for soil. Bunk is a tea expert. Chachka's trades you for furniture and has a bit more variety than Wady and Terracotta. And there's Lato who teaches you how to fish and gives you a fishing rod. And I like to call him while I play Big Lotto. If you know that reference, comment below. You thought you would distract me just to query on what you were distracting me from? Anything I can buy? I'll be willing to sell you these and only these. Aval, you a merchant? And he sells like seeds and roots and some like harvestable items that you might not have at the beginning of your journey in the garden path. That statement. Bog does give us a teapot, but he doesn't seem to sell us tea. At least not yet. So he might be a wanderer. I'm still trying to figure it out. If you're looking at someone who's selling you the things and you don't have the item they're requesting, try putting it higher than they're saying by just pushing your stick to the right and see if it changes, because you might be surprised they change for depending on what you buy. So if you need it, you just need something else and you can exchange it, and you might have that in abundance and it's good to go, and you can get just more of the thing you're buying if possible. I have nothing to get this shovel. Sometimes when you want to make a trade, you might not have the right class of the item needed. Here, for instance, I do have a critter. That's the last thing I need to make the trade and get what I want from this merchant. But my grasshopper is class F. And as you see on the right, it's looking for a bug, but class D. So you have to check when you do these things. Okay, what do I have and is it the right class? As this game goes day to day, we're in a season of spring. The game hasn't fully gone to the full day when you're watching this. So I myself still have lots to discover. And there's constellations. Haven't got all of them yet. They're so pretty. Oh my goodness. This game is so rich in different aspects. And it took 7 years to develop into what we're seeing today. And it's gorgeous. Something to know: when you discover a star, it shows you in the sky, but you can also get it there with the constellations, or also as a list to see what's like next to it. Even though it's not discovered, it'll let you know once you got it how much stars there are to find in the garden path. So that's a cool thing if you're looking to hunt all the stars possible. Another tip when you're stargazing, if you want to have more of objectives and unsure, you can track some of these objectives. Like encircled is what's already in tracking. These have been objectives, but if you want to add to it, if you press the selected button, I'm on controller, so it's X, it will add you that in your objectives. Another aspect, once you start gathering enough stars, once you have them together, it makes a song when they connect. Just a little tip. Carrot Cake, the solo developer of the Garden Path, is a one-person developer team by Louis Delamp, and you did a great job if you ever watch this video. Oh, see, dig up. But I haven't unlocked the shovel to dig yet because I don't have the tools. But this is a symbol to dig up for you to know it's a guy. Once you have the shovel, you can do it. I can't do it because I don't have a shovel, because I don't have what I need to get a shovel. Ooh, my plants grew. Look at that. I planted these and now they grew. You don't have to water them. We combine with this. By the way, there's moments where you have to combine, as you're seeing there, to make new items. The game won't necessarily tell you combine. Maybe there's a character to give you a hint. Another thing you can combine is guide stones. You have it here combined when you have several, so it makes one. You can also combine flowers to make it their own fertilizer. Tones I mentioned briefly in the beginning of the game and are super important throughout the garden path. They are reflecting of the different seasons in a year. And just know that every time I talk about bonuses, perks, or power ups, or any of that nature, I'm talking about tones. I just forgot the vocabulary at that point. So when you drink tea, it depends on the tea. It gives you like bonuses. And tea only lasts for a limited time that you can see when you go in your outfit and spring attitude check. They are underneath temperature and your jar where you catch the dust flies. You can see how many seconds are left in the tea. And if you're not sure, you can also see it next to you if you keep the backpack on. Again, everything is very minimalistic, yet it still is understandable as you play. You know what to do. It's a perfect game to play while enjoying a cup of tea or your favorite hot or cold beverage. So let's see, let's make this tea. I wish it would tell us in advance the tea that's made. As we are piping hot tea, a tea with parsley leaves and gold flower. So we have 3 plant, we have 2 sun, and we have 1 leaf. To enhance your bonuses, make sure you pair drinking tea also with clothes that might be suited for the weather or that have bonus that comes with them, because that would help you definitely get a bigger bonus. So when you go and harvest or pick things, you get those bonuses because you have that extra bonus showing. Like there, I'm picking cinnamon sticks because I have the plant bonus. Make sure you are actually using them to their maximum capabilities and harvesting or recording, etc. So you can get maybe stuff that you might not get simply without the bonus. Wow, there's so many items to get in the game. So just pace yourself and just know that depending on the merchant and the item, it can give you bonuses on when you're walking with them, whether night or day, on talking to the residents or people around you, and other items that is shown in the bottom left corner on what is your bonus perk when you have them. Each object you have in your inventory will show you what are its characteristics and what every merchant would want for any object. Can be natural, could be fish, could be aromatic or handy. You need to associate that symbol to give it to them to trade. Oh, we got glowworm. That's the first time that happened. So definitely drink tea and go exploring. You get new stuff. I wish this game had different save slots. So if you wanted to do like a new game and choose something different or like change up your garden, but you still want the other one to see what's coming up, just to have at the same time, that would be so good. But it seems like you only do one game at a time, and I'm not testing that. I'm not risking. So all of this increases your chance of getting higher level crops. Or even if you don't have the tea equipped, if you have your observation, it will show you your higher percentage with certain plants, like here. I got more sun. So this is another way where you can on points if you're not trying to brew tea or discovering new items. Well, I just discovered a new item, but it's another way to get more points. I'm gonna drink the tea, the one that has some extra sun, so it combines what I have here. So now I can talk to the spirit and respond. It's never ending. It just goes on and on. I'll remember you. They all forgot to be my friend. Oh my goodness, you have to have so much. No. I finally have an interaction where I can give Dustflies to someone. So I'm going to say yes because it's the first time someone asks for them. So let's see what happens. Very well. And for you, a voucher for only the finest goods. As sold by me, of course. It won't do much good elsewhere. Trade and Dustflies might be only at night. Oh, that's funny. Every morning in this game, or every day since started, it's only day 4 at this recording, and I find something new. Random. I think it's shining. Just go and observe it. I don't know why. It's shine. Knock. Ah, that was a page in the tree. Oh my gosh. Really, really look out for anything. When something is shining or is doing something, definitely just check what's going on. You have to be literally present. So I just found page 7 of the journal if you're curious to get it. Here, next to the campfire, next to this fine spring wells part of the spring slash river. Oh, I just found a page. Let's see what that page is. When you knock, you find if you cut down a tree that sparkles before taking out whatever was hidden inside, you lose that interaction. So, of course, this is a pre release game I'm playing right now. So, that might be updated, but I'm letting you know in case it hasn't. There's no quick travel in the game. So, the closest thing I found to it is actually using a fish called the Carry Me fish that once you equip and play its fish song, it will take you to the shrine. So if you are all the way to the south, for instance, of the map, it takes you all the way to the north where I have it pinned here, the shrine. So it's in a way will cut the distance if ever you're in a pinch. I really recommend when you go fishing, keep your carry me fish so you can have that as a shortcut if you don't want to walk the whole garden from south to north if ever you have to get to there at a quicker pace. The game is meant to be played for short periods of time on different days, but I have to be fully transparent. It's so easy to lose track of time playing this game. It's so relaxing. There's a lot of things to do. And if you like plants and just walking and relaxing, I definitely think you're going to lose track of time. It's easy to do so. When I only have 10 minutes or 40 minutes to play a session of the game, I still feel like I am fulfilled and can do certain things and in that time where I feel like, okay, I'm still advancing the game and I'm still relaxed and not stressed out on finding the next objective or doing the next task. I look forward to hearing from you, your experience, what were your tips and hidden features that I might have not found. Please share in the comments so we help each other and we can improve our gardens all together. Maybe I'm Salissa, maybe I'm not, but you can call me Rice because that's my nickname. Let me know any tips that I might have missed or comments if you have questions about this game. And make sure to check out my other videos. I cover cozy games, travel, lifestyle, and cozy vlogs as well. So if any of that interests you, make sure to subscribe and please don't forget to like, share, comment, and make sure take care. And until next video, watch one of the ones YouTube recommends. Bye bye.